This is Daku, and today I want to respond to a response to one of my videos, and that was a brother or sister was kind of upset about what I said about Brother for Life. Calling me foolish and that I didn't understand what was going on, because I said that people shouldn't be upset because they got pimped by a pimp. They got hustled by a hustler. They got capitalized on by a capitalist. What I'm trying to say to you, brother or sister, is this. And before I go on, I've told many people before that I'm an Asatayu, and many of you don't understand that language, but it's simply something like, I guess, a monk, or it's very hard to put it in English terms. But the Asatayu, according to the Yakawu, hesitates before he or she speaks, because he or she realizes that up is also down, east is also west, hot is also cold, life is filled with contradictions. Now, that being said, I think what we're having here is a failure to communicate or understand what is being communicated. I understand the frailty of the human language, even if you spoke perfect English, which I don't, admittedly so, and don't even try to, because I know that it's a frail and limiting language. But I digress. What I'm trying to say, sir or ma'am, is this: that if you know the nature of a person, if you know the beliefs of a person, then you have to deal with that person based on their beliefs, based on their way. If a person tells you, I'm a pimp, I'm going to teach you how to be a pimp, and then the pimp pimps you, then you got to understand that you're getting pimped, but you ain't getting pimped. Like, you shouldn't be surprised that you're getting pimped. This is a pimp. I guess the real question should be, why are you surprised that you're getting pimped by a pimp? If a hustler, let's not say a hustler, because hustler means so many different things. And again, the problem of the English language is very problematic, because one word means so many different things to so many different people. Let's say a swindler. Let's say you get swindled by a swindler. And the swindler is telling you, I don't believe in black power, I believe in swindling. We should get over by swindling people. So now, you're getting over by swindling. You say, I want to learn how to get over by swindling. You're right, it's not about black power. It's not about black supremacy. It's not about black liberation. It's not about race. It's about swindling. If we can all just learn to be swindlers, then we'll be all right. And so the swindler says, well, let me teach you how to be a swindler, and then just send me a few $100 and I'll teach you how to be a swindler. Not knowing that it really don't cost no money, or hardly no money, to learn how to be a swindler. So you send that $300 in to the swindler so he could teach you how to be a swindler. He's convinced you to believe in swindling. So now you get swindled by the swindler, and you upset with the swindler. The swindler told you he was a swindler, fool. If you get capitalized upon by a capitalist, he's telling you, he's not lying to you. He said, I don't believe in black power. Black power ain't going to work. You got to have black economics. You got to get into black capitalism. Well, just because you put black in front of something doesn't mean that it's a good thing. It doesn't make something foul smell good just because you put black on it. So if you got a rapist, and rapists get all the money, now you're going to tell everybody, we need black rapists. So now, you're a black rapist, it's supposed to make rape all right. If I tell you I'm a capitalist, and I'm teaching you how to be a capitalist, and you falling for the okie doke, you falling for the articulate BS, if you a street person, if you got some street knowledge, if you street wise, street smart, then you know every time somebody start coming at you with some quick talking, fast talking articulation, you know that left eyebrow, that right eyebrow gotta go up like, I don't know, this bam right here, he sounding real slick right about now. Because anything that needs to be explained that's worthy of explanation can be put in simple terms. We don't have to be speaking so fast that you can't even follow what the hell we talking about. That's why I always say, make it plain and keep it simple. You can't make this plain, Daku. You can't keep this simple, Daku, because this is actually pretty intense here. This is some deep information. If you really know your subject, you can make anything simple and plain to understand, easy to understand. So if you're following someone that admittedly is not a supporter or doesn't believe in or think it's a waste of time, black power, black supremacy, black consciousness, black survival, it's not based on race. If you follow somebody that admittedly says, and I don't know too much about the brother, I'm just using examples here, okay? I don't follow the brother. I don't hang on pins and needles trying to figure out what's he going to say next. That was deep. I don't do that. I don't do that with anyone. I listen for the truth in what someone says. And that's what we should all do. But we need to have, as the Akawu teaches us, a mental digestive system, just like we have a physical digestive system. The food go in, the toxins or the waste come out. So mentally, you're supposed to hear information and let it go through your mental digestive process. And so you're going to keep that which is good for you, and you're going to discard that which is not good for you. So don't get upset with me because I said that you shouldn't be mad that the swindler that you're trying to be like just swindled you when you already knew from the beginning that he was a swindler. If he repeatedly said, I'm a swindler, that's what I do, you're like, yeah, I want to be like you. And so part of your swindling lesson, part of your test, part of your swindling growth process is to get swindled. Just as plain and simple as that. So, my response, my conclusion, my deduction, the lesson we should learn from this is don't get in bed with a capitalist. Alright? Don't get in bed with a swindler. Don't get in bed with a shyster. No matter how eloquent his or her speech is, especially if the speech is so eloquent and the person's trying to be so quick and so slick that you can't hardly follow what the motherfucker talking about. Again, that eyebrow better go up, huh? What you talking about? That don't, well, I can't follow you. Can you break that down for me? Can you make it so a 5-year-old will understand? Because right now, I can't follow what you're saying. Make them break it down. Make them make it plain and keep it simple. And then you got to think. You got to practice critical, analytical thinking. You got to think about it. Don't be mentally lazy. Well, so-and-so, I trust so-and-so. He sound like he know what he talking about. She sound like she know what she talking about. She wouldn't hustle me. He wouldn't hustle me. So I'm not going to think at all. As we just told you the other day. When learning these damn words. You looking at the word bass. And they telling you it's base. No reasoning whatsoever. But because you trust the teacher, you say yes. That is base. When at the same time it's bass. It's a joke. It's a game. The whole thing is a game. The system is artificial. We keep trying to tell you that. People call it the matrix. People call it the system of racism, white supremacy. We know it's an artificial reality. So you can't keep trying to be experts in an artificial reality. It's artificial. Just when you learn to go left, you're like, yeah, I got it now. You're supposed to go left. You find out you were supposed to go right. Or you were supposed to make 2 rights and then a left. And then another right. You never become an expert at it. Because it wasn't meant for you to become an expert at it. It's artificial. So don't trust the capitalist. Don't trust a swindler, a shyster, a con artist. But you got to know the signs of a con artist, a swindler, a shyster. You got to know, you got to recognize them when you see them, when you hear them. Again, if they can't make it plain and keep it simple, you need to ask questions. If they can't slow it down for you, you need to ask some damn questions. If they can't keep their presentation short, you got to ask some damn questions. Why not? Please make me understand. Again, going back to the word, you don't need to understand. Just trust me. It's base. You're looking at the damn word. It's spelled bass. Okay? But you got to say base. Just trust me. It's base. So now the whole world that speaks English says, yeah, you spell base, B-A-S-S, and don't nobody ask no damn questions. This is an artificial reality, and anybody that tries to perfect it is buying in to the artificial reality. As my man Mike and Jawad say, you've been bought in. You bought in. So you can't ask no questions until you get hustled, until you get pimped, until somebody capitalizes on your ignorance. This has been Daku Akabo Wa'akatu.